In this video, I'm going to explain how to tune a Floyd Rose bridge on an electric guitar. For those of you that do not know, there are essentially two styles of bridges offered in the electric guitar world. Tremolo, often referred to as a Floyd Rose or floating bridge, and non-tremolo, often referred to as fixed bridge or hardtail. The main benefit of the Floyd Rose bridge is tuning stability. Due to its double locking design, you can bend and move and whammy the strings as much as you want and the guitar will remain in tune. However, due to this setup, it is oftentimes a pain to get the guitar in tune in the first place. But all that changes today as I will show you an easy and effective way to tune your floating bridge guitar. For this process, you will need a hex key, a tuner, a screwdriver, and of course, the guitar. So let's get started. There are basically three parts to the bridge that you need to be aware of: the locking nut near the head of the guitar, the fine tuners, and the tension springs on the back of the guitar. Using the hex key, loosen the locking nut to allow movement of the strings. Before we start to tune the strings, we want to verify two things. First, put the fine tuners in the middle of their range. This will give you more room to tune it finely when we get to that step. Secondly, ensure the bridge is flush with the guitar and hasn't been raised up out of the body. This situation can happen when the guitar isn't handled or tuned properly. If the bridge is raised out of the guitar, we need to get it back in. First, using the main tuning knobs, loosen the tension on the strings until they are slack and the bridge should fall back into place. If it is still not entirely flush with the body of the guitar, then we need to tighten the tension springs in the back. Turning these screws clockwise will tighten the tension and pull the bridge into the guitar. Get your bridge into a good place, plug the guitar into a tuner, and we're ready to go. On fixed bridge guitars, you can basically tune the guitar however you want in any order at all. However, with a Floyd Rose bridge, we must follow a specific string order to keep even tension on the bridge. The regular order of guitar strings on a 6-string guitar, from thickest to thinnest, is E, A, D, G, B, and E. The tuning order to follow for Floyd Rose is the low E string, the high E string, the B string, the A string, the G string, and finally the D string. Low E should initially be tuned a little sharp, as when we tension the other strings it tends to flatten out slightly. You may have to follow this process a few times for it to hold the tune. Most of the time it will work in 2 to 3 tries. Once we have hit the sweet spot, tighten the bolts on the locking nut. Finally, go through the tuning process one more time using the fine tuners to adjust any sharps and flats, and you are ready to rock.